with us, along with the official prop supplier, Acme Marine, the maker of Acme propellers and a valued official supplier to the Nautique boat brand. They're proud to be a part of this 58th Masters as well, and they don't want you to settle for imitations. Dial in the performance of your boat with a precision-made and professionally fit propeller from Acme. If you guys aren't here on site and can't talk to one of the factory representatives, visit them online, acmemarine.com. And our friends over there at PTM Edge, the official mirror of the 2017 Nautique Masters, well, they're here on site, guys, and yesterday we gave away 2 mirrors valued at $400 a piece. Machined from aerospace-grade billet aluminum, the PTM Edge mirror boasts an HD prescription-grade lens with viewing angle of 140 degrees, allowing you to follow your skier, your rider, wake to wake without having to turn around. All PTM Edge mirrors are designed, engineered, and manufactured right here in the USA. PTM Edge, the world's premium ski, wake, and surf accessory. So it's great to have all of those sponsors out here with us, Tyler. But man, oh man, day number 3, and man, you know, you get here to the Gardens Thursday night knowing that Friday starts the competition, and the excitement level, man, it can hardly even go to sleep on that first night. At least I couldn't. We got through Friday. We saw some awesome action. Yesterday was amazing on the water and off the water. I don't know if you had a chance to stop up at the ballroom for Miracle Matt. They had a pretty good showing over there. The crew from This Is My Story putting together a great documentary of Matt Manzari. Of course, we came back over here around 9:15 last night. The fireworks show sponsored by GM Marine Engines, and I've been to a lot of fireworks shows, especially on the 4th of July. Memorial Day weekend blew it away, my friend. That show, I kept looking at my girlfriend saying, this is the grand finale. And then like 3 minutes later, I was like, this is the grand finale. And finally, 20 minutes later, the grand finale came through, and it was a grand finale. But you got to hand it to the crew, GM, the crew here at Callaway Gardens, really knocking it out of the park once again at this year's Masters. Coming down the line right there, you see the Ski Nautique 200. The Nautique brand offers a variety of superior quality inboards. You can see the entire product line at nautique.com or here on site. The 58th Masters presented by GM Marine Technologies, exclusively towed by the world record-breaking Ski Nautique 200 and the award-winning Super Aeronautique G23. We're going to be seeing that in the wakeboard and wake skate divisions a little bit later on today. But on social media, you guys can stay in the conversation. Hashtag Nautique Masters. Don't forget to tag Nautique Boats at Nautique Boats. It's a good opportunity for you guys to gain some exposure, grow the sport, and of course, win some free swag, stuff we all get. All right, guys, well, I'm Daniel the Mano. I'm the noise of the north, the man with that golden mic, and Tyler Boyd right over here. What are you rocking, that silver mic this year?
Yeah, it's a bit chrome, Dano, a little, you know, I was going to go with the white mic. I thought it was going to be a little too much with the sunglasses, so yeah, the chrome with the white sunglasses today.
I'm loving it, really stepping up the game. So we're stepping it up on the announcer side, no doubt. They're going to be stepping it up on the ski side. So you all hang tight. We're going to be on the water with our women's trick in just about 2 minutes right here at the 58th Nautique Masters presented by GM Marine Technology.
Oh, secrets you hid so well. A time capture the future will not find. And in the belly of a catacomb, the fuselage the future will not hide. Swallowed by its pride. It's like a mobile phone that can't phone home. It's an endless ringing. Silent drone. It is a passenger, a messenger. There's hectic and hysterical inside. They throw away our nation's pride and
water right now, representing originally out of Cambridge, Ontario, Canada, now doing it out of Central Florida, Orlando. She's a many-time U.S. Masters slalom and trick champion, nautique athlete, radar ski athlete, Marini Ski School athlete and coach. This is Whitney McCLINTOCK.
Whitney McCLINTOCK with a semifinal score of 8,930. So let's see what you can do here today on Robin Lake. If you're tuning in for the first time, this is the trick event. These skis don't have a fin at all, roughly about 40 to 44 inches in length, and very slippery surface. They get two 20-second passes to see how many tricks they can get in. Typically, we see a hand pass and a toe hold pass where they put their foot into the handle as they negotiate their way to get as many tricks done in 20 seconds as possible. Here comes Whitney McCLINTOCK on pass number 1 in that toe hold, and this looks to be the toe 7 front to front. Indeed it is. There's the toe 7 front to front into the toe 5 back. Now you start to see this toe wake back-to-back series. We're going to be seeing that all morning. Beautifully executed in and out of the rope, spinning from inside the wake, outside the wake, toe step line-o, toe step back, toe front, toe back, and gets a toe wake front, a couple side slide reverses at the very end. So Whitney McCLINTOCK, stand up pass there, Dano. Now, there's going to be surface tricks in this competition, but they also have to use the wakes. And usually those wake tricks allotted more points, but the judges are going to really zero in to see if that ski is leaving the top of the wake. It must leave the top of the wake before the revolution starts to get the most points value.
So Whitney McCLINTOCK out there on the water, and going back through her credentials, she's a 3-time pro women's U.S. Masters trick champion. She's taken a win in the slalom division. Earlier this year at the Nautique Moomba Masters down under in Australia, she took a win in slalom. She also took a win in overall there. She's also a trick ski world champion and an overall world champion. So Whitney McCLINTOCK, she's a veteran, 27 years old. She's young, but she's been skiing since the age of 2. She's been competing since the age of 5. And, if you know anything, the tradition of the Masters, when you think of the Masters, a name that always comes to mind is that McCLINTOCK name. The history of the McCLINTOCKs here at the Masters, Tyler.
No question about it, and Whitney's had tremendous success here in the trick event in years past. So trying to put together 2 20-second runs. Now, Dano, that was the toe hold run. Now we move into the handle run. These skiers have the option and the ability to change their ski to the one that they like, to come in on that wake and do those flips, get that boost off that Nautique 200. But Dano, they also jump over the line. So it's hard to fathom, just going behind the boat in general to do some of these tricks, but then you got to think about advancing your body up over the line to complete these tricks. Extremely difficult, and we're going to see these tricks, flips, ski lines, big spins here for Whitney McCLINTOCK on pass number 2.
Well, it's tens of thousands of hours of training and hundreds of thousands of falls for these athletes before they can even get close to the level that these skiers are at here today. Whitney McCLINTOCK setting up wide outside the wake, guys. Going to get a couple of jumps in and then start her trick pass off, going back-to-back mode to back-to-back mode from the reverse side. Up and over. There's the roll right there, the back roll, back in. That's the roll to revert. Back around from the opposite side, roll to revert. Setting up. Now there's a 540 into the wrap right there. Whitney getting thrown off a little bit, right into some body overs, and then setting up in that back position. Reverse body over right there, going over the line, and quite couldn't get it back together there at the end, but nonetheless she was still able to put some great tricks up there. But let's go back to instant replay and see what happened right here.
Well, Whitney started this pass off pretty well. As you can see, the back out, of course, she had the mode back-to-back, went in the reverse, slowed things down here with just a back roll in the reverse. And I can't really tell right here as she came into the wake, into that wake 5 front, had to grab the rope to hang on, was able to get a ski line back there, but never really quite found the rhythm at the end of that pass. Regardless, only going to lose a couple of tricks there. Whitney McCLINTOCK, your first skier of the day, is going to have a fairly good score as you take a look at pass number 1, 3,580 points. I would assume the second pass is going to be somewhere in that neighborhood of 35 to 4,000 points. Dano, we're already into our top 3 seeds. Yesterday, we had approximately 8 to 9 competitors in each one of these events. We only took the top 4, so very difficult. The best of the best here on Sunday here in the final round. The lineup looks like this for our top 3 seeds: Erika Lang, Neely Ross, and then your world record holder, Anna Gay. You're not going to want to miss the action here.
All right, our next skier on deck, getting set. Here we go, folks. Had luck both in the water ski and wakeboard side of things over the past many seasons here. She's a many-time world record holder, a Moomba Masters trick ski champion. She is a past 2-time Masters champion, a Nautique U.S. Open champion, a Pan American champion on the wakeboard side, a U.S. National and World champion. Coming to us originally from Gilbert, Arizona, she now calls Orlando, Florida, hometown stomping ground. Doing it for Fox D3 Skis and Nautique Boats, this is Erika Lang! So Erika Lang, as she heads down the lake, you know, not only is this girl going to go down as one of the all-time greats in trick skiing at such a young age, setting that world record, breaking that world record, and then doing that again, taking all those major wins across the board around the world. But if you rewind the clock before that, she was an ice skater at the highest level. She was a level 10 gymnast. That's the highest level that you can get to, basically an Olympian. Erika Lang has been also competing in wakeboarding already this season, taking top 3 at the Nautique Wake Open and the Nautique Moomba Masters. Here at the Masters this weekend, focusing strictly on trick ski. She wants to earn that title back. She won it for the first time in 2014, then back-to-back in 2015. I'm going to hand it over to you, Tyler. She's going to start things up, I believe, in the hand pass. So let's check this out.
Here comes Erika Lang. First 20-second pass here. It is going to be the handle run starting outside the wake in the back position. There's Mo back-to-back, now in the reverse. Look at the height on that reverse, turns front flip, and now she comes in, reverse front flip, so 2 front flips into half twist, turns front, now reverse half twist, turns front. She's laying it all out there. Ski line O, back, ski line 5 to ski line 5 back, and a 7. Look at that. Leaving a 720-degree turn at the very end of that one, Dano, and we're going to have to go back to replay. One of the only skiers out there really doing a front flip and then into the reverse. So take a look at that. You got 2 Mo back-to-backs, turns front, over the top with a front flip, now follows that one up with the reverse. So right there, you know, she's already tricking 2,500 points in those first 4 tricks nearly, as she's just screaming and motoring through. But right here, this last trick, the 720, somehow, some way knocks it down.
Well, you know, Erika Lang has those tricks, and, you know, even, you know, I know we're here watching the trick ski go down, but even in the wakeboarding division, Erika was able to get on that board. She was able to knock down, you know, one of the only ladies in the world able to do the 720 on the wakeboard. The only girl doing front flips the way that she does them out there. Just when it comes down to it, she's got air sense, and you see that even in those instant replays. The way she lands on her ski in the reverse position, man, it's smoother than guys like you and I even land in the frontwards position. It's very impressive, but she's got that trick skier body style, and as amazing as she is at those hand tricks, she's definitely got those toe tricks as well.
Well, there is a reason that you come into the semifinal and into the final round and have all night to think about your run. Erika Lang, an extremely aggressive first run. We did not see that run in the preliminary. And Dano, you got to think, you got Mo back-to-back reverse, the 2 front flips, the 720, some ski lines in there. I'm going to be very interested to see how many points in pass number 1 Erika Lang has, because that is going to put some serious pressure on the dock. She knows it. It's going to take probably a course record here in the finals to win, and we're getting set and ready for Erika's second pass.
All right, well, you know, we watched these skiers yesterday. You think they're going to come out here in that semifinal and put it all out on the water, leave it all out there. But Erika obviously leaving a little bit of room here today already, stepping up that first pass score as she gets herself into that tow harness and wraps up. I'm going to hand it back to you because you get tech better than anybody, Tyler.
Here we go, and it looks like it's going to be the toe 7, and indeed it is. There's the toe 7 front to front into toe 5 back, toe wake back to back, now in the reverse, toe back to back into the reverse. Now you see the toe 5 front, that's 540 degrees into a 360, now the reverse. And a 360 outside, inside the wake, over the line, a toe step back. Does she get the toe step back to back? Look at that run there for Erika Lang. Incredible skiing. Dano, if she was visualizing the perfect performance, I think that was it for Erika here on Sunday.
Absolutely. You know, we say it time and time again, poetry in motion out there on the water. Erika Lang showing us some absolutely beautiful trick skiing out there, the way it should be done. Second skier off the dock. So posting a score there, first pass of 5,840 points. As we wait for the score to post, guys, we're going to give it up for her. Make some noise for Erika Lang.
So nearly 6,000 points there on pass number 1 with 5,800. An impressive score for Erika Lang. That's going to move us into our top 2 seeds. And Dano, it's always exciting in the finals to see some tricks that we don't always get to see, but that's what it takes if you're going to get on top of the podium. So, you know, you take a look at the remaining 2 skiers in Neely Ross and Anna Gay. Who knows, you know, the flip combination or the ski line spins that we could see.
Well, no doubt, and we're going to get the 15-year-old out there on the water here in just a moment. And you talk about Neely Ross and Anna Gay, and, you know, coming up through the ranks of the juniors for so many years, and, you know, living right there just minutes from each other in that Central Florida area. I'm sure training together week in and week out. We saw Neely riding in the junior division for slalom, I believe it was, and here she is. She punched her ticket not only into the Masters earlier this year, but making it here into this final round. Really looking forward to seeing what she can do. She put a great performance out there yesterday. Let's see if she can keep that momentum going out onto the water here behind that world record breaking ski Nautique 200. Back at home, Neely riding behind that Nautique boat. Representing for Reflex Water Skis and Bindings and Performance Ski and Surf. 2U Snacks, Masterline Ropes and Handles, and Camaro Wetsuits. Great to have her out here at the Masters. Great to see her here in the final round of action. Ladies and gentlemen, originally from Ontario, Canada, now representing out of Winter Garden, Florida, give it up for Neely Ross! Yes, and Tyler, as she takes off, man, you gotta hand it to Neely. Yesterday she came out here, and those toe tricks that she does, she is just a technician, a smooth operator on the water.
And those toe tricks are one of the reasons why she was able to score 9,200 points. So she's going to be coming in on pass number 1. I believe she'll open up with the toe hold. And Dano, you got to take a look at this when Neely comes in for her first pass. So poised, so collected, but the balance. She holds a position where she's wrapped into the line. Look at that. 10,130 points for Erika Lang just hit the board. So 10-1 right there. That is going to be tough, Dano. Our first competitor over 10 today.
Well, tough, and the way to set the tone for the rest of this final right here. Both of these next young ladies definitely capable of getting into that 10,000-point barrier. Let's see if Neely Ross can do it. You see her out there getting warmed up. And as she comes in for her 20 seconds, I'm going to hand it back to you, Tyler.
Okay, take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the balance. I mean, right there, hands-free as she goes into this toe 7 front to front. And here we go. Neely Ross, toe 7 front to front into toe 5 back, toe wake back to back, the reverse direction, spinning in and out of that rope into toe 5 front, toe O reverse. Now for the toe wake-o. Skiing back into the wake, toe step line-o into toe step back front to the back position, toe step back to back, toe wake front side slide at the very end. Neely Ross. Dano, she's dialed in yesterday. She's dialed in again today. That's gonna be the pass she needed if she's gonna break that 10,000 point barrier.
Well, it's that course management too. You talked about it yesterday, but just knowing where she's at all times and seeing that she had that extra maybe half of a second, full second, squeezing in those extra side slide maneuvers. We've seen it happen here before where it's come down to 10, 20, 30 points right there. And that's where, like you said yesterday on the microphone, those side slide maneuvers come in. You know, very, very basic tricks when you're going through the book of trick ski maneuvers. But at the end of the day, if you have enough time to squeeze anything, any more juice, you might as well do it.
No question about it. And Dano, that's right. I mean, sometimes it comes down to these basic maneuvers. You get up into the 10,000 point range, 10, 20, 40 points. It does, you know, it's so close, the margin to get on top of that podium sometimes. Neely Ross doing exactly what she needed to do on pass number 1. She's going to change out her equipment and get ready for pass number 2. And on pass number 2, Dano, once again, going to have to go for some of those flips to put 2 big 20-second passes together.
All right, so looking at her credentials right here, 2015, 2016, a 2-time junior masters trick ski champion. Last year at the Nautique US Open, she ended up in 2nd place on that podium. So in 2017, Moomba Masters, 1st place finish down under. So Neely definitely setting herself into position, would like nothing more than to take home the top spot here in this pro women's division. Of course, Erika Lang setting that score of well over 10,000 points for her run. But Neely just put down a really solid toe pass. How do you think that compares to Erika's toe pass?
You know, that's going to be right up there, and it may be a little bit more. We'll have to wait and see. But again, Dano, it's so close. I mean, it's hard to tell. The programs were slightly different. 4,670 points. That's well on her way. So she's got a good pace here to get to that 10,000 point mark, but it all comes down to pass number 2. More than capable of tricking over 10,000. Let's see what Neely Ross can do behind that Nautique 200. Skiing outside the wake in the wrap position and coming back in, and here we go into the wake 5 back into ski line back-to-back, turns front to ski line back, turns front once again. There's a big front flip. So starting off with a front flip, going into half twist, now the reverse, holding edge into the wake right there, goes half cab. Now here's the Mo back-to-back series. Can she knock this one down? And she can. Oh man, Dano, game on here on Sunday.
Absolutely, Neely Ross throwing it down out there. We'll go back to instant replay here, but starting off with the hand tricks here, getting that 540, then right into the line over, and another one from the outside. There's the front flip, which is how she starts her flip set. Man, putting it together, trick to trick, flip to flip. Give it up, everyone, for Neely Ross. All right, so comparing Neely's trick pass to Erika's trick pass right there, we did see some similarities there, but of course, you know, Erika did have that 720 in the pass. It's going to be close, no doubt about it, but definitely into that aggressive style that we just saw from Neely, getting on the gas pedal, you know, basically landing that every trick on edge and right back in, keeping the line tight all the way through, and able to generate all of those tricks one after another. Fantastic job. The young lady might not be old in years, but definitely when she's on the water, she looks like she's got the experience in many, many years. So hopefully it'll be a great score for her. We'll have to find out here as we wait for the judges to tabulate the scores. They're deep inside their computers. But our next Masters athlete jumping in to the water right now, rocking that red bib. This is going to be the first red bib of the day, indicating she comes into the 2017 Masters as the defending Masters champion. She has had just an absolutely amazing year and career. 2017 Junior Masters champion, Moomba Masters champion, Junior World champion, 2016 Moomba Masters champion, US Open champion. Ladies and gentlemen, world record holder, this is Anna Kay. So, 10,000 140 points. She did it at Junior Worlds. She did it at Junior Moomba Masters. Anna Gay has recently reset the world trick record, and there we go, a score posted and a new leader of 10,350 points with Neely Ross. So Neely, no doubt, putting the pressure on Anna here, but I don't know if Anna's ever has any pressure. At least she doesn't ski like it.
Well, you take a look at 10,350 points from Neely Ross. You'd have to go back to the Moomba Masters earlier this year where Anna Gay tricked 10,440 points. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that is going to be the run of choice, and she's going to have to knock down every one of these tricks if she is going to take the title here in 2017. Here we go. Your top seed, Anna Gay, toe 7 front to front into toe 5 back, toe wake back to back. Real quick into those back-to-backs, in and out of the rope, into toe 5 front, toe O, into the reverse. There's some good lift off the wake, toe wake O, toe step line O, into toe step back, turns front, goes back, toe step back-to-back, knocks that one down, toe wake front, toe wake back, and very quick. Dano, it's so interesting. You know, we talked about those basic maneuvers, but every competitor in this competition here today has done those toe wake fronts, those toe wake backs, those fronts, those side slides, every bit to add up to hopefully be crowned the champion. As you take a look at replay, look how quick she's turning there, Dano.
Well, this is the thing. At home, she's got this 20-second program in mind, a program that she works on every single day. She comes out here to the Masters, and she gets, you know, a little past 3/4 through that course, and she realizes, holy smokes, I have a little bit more time out there, and she is able to compute in her mind just that quickly, get those extra tricks in there, and fantastic job, well done right there from Anna Gay as we eagerly await her score. As it sets right now, Erika Lang with 10,130 points, 10,350 points for our leader, Neely Ross, and on the bubble is Whitney McCLINTOCK. You see the coach for Anna Gay in the boat right there, her father, one of the legends and no doubt future Hall of Famer, Russell Gay out there, giving her some extra tips and hints before she hops back into the water. And, you know, once again, Anna and her father, Russell, they've been here before. Russell, a many time competitor here at the Masters. And, of course, Anna has been competed here as she is defending champion. You know, she is a 2-time U.S. champion. She is no stranger to the wakes behind that Nautique 200 and Nautique skier herself, representing for Masterline and Quantum Skis, Eagle wetsuits. A great young skier and ambassador for the sport. We're going to get her back up onto the water and see what she can do here. Her hand pass is coming up next, guys. Let's give it up. Make some noise as she gets back on the water. This is Anna Gay.
All right, Dano. Really one run here separating herself from the championship if she can knock this down, because we know she's capable of tricking over that 10-3 mark set by Neely Ross. Can she do it here today in the finals? This is going to be the run, and here we go. Anna Gay starting outside the wake behind that Nautique 200. Looks like she's going to wrap once again, ski inside out into the wake 5 back. Oh, ski line 5, check that out, into ski line back to back, front flip, aggressive run here. A little bobble there, has to make up some ground, goes for half twist into half cab, turns back. There's Mo back to back. Now the reverse, turns front, and gets some back-to-back. Dano, I have to say it's going to be extremely close. It looks like she missed one of her tricks there in the middle of the run, but opening up, and you know, I thought she was going to go for the wake 5 back and be conservative, but no, goes with that ski line 5 front, a very aggressive maneuver. So it's all down to the judges now, Dano.
Well, you know, like you said, maybe missing that one trick, but still putting down a big run out there. Guys, give it up for Anna Gay.
So we're gonna be looking at the board here. Your current leader, Neely Ross, with 10,350 points. Was that enough, Dano? It's going to be so close there on pass number 2.
All right, so her toe pass, which we already do have the score up there, on par right there with both Erika and Neely. So it's all going to come down to this hand pass. The fact is, you and I weren't counting the scores up here, counting the numbers, but definitely, no doubt, it's going to be close. This right here, man, that was my favorite trick. The way that she does those 540s, absolutely insane. You know, traditionally, these skiers aren't really looking to get that much air on the tricks because, well, the fact is, the longer you're in the air, the less time that you have to perform these maneuvers. And as trick skiing not being judged subjectively as the wakeboarding divisions are, they do need to squeeze in the tricks. It's not the quality of the tricks, it's the quantity of the tricks. It's just about knocking those tricks out. But of course, here with these skiers, you're definitely getting the quality of maneuvers of them.
And Dano, I think the whole pavilion has their eyes set out on that board to see what's going to happen here. It's going to be close. The judges are tallying, looking at each and every trick. It's going to be the surface tricks. Did they complete the rotation off the top of the wake? Did they get the clearance? All of those factors playing into this final tally as this is an awesome start here on Sunday to this 58th Masters. And Anna Gay, 9,980 points. So your champion in 2017. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Canada's Neely Ross with 10,350 points. Congratulations to Neely. Dano, you said it. She was skiing great all weekend and came up to grab the top of the podium.
That's right. Well, congratulations to all four of those skiers. Just making it into the final round is a feat in its own. I want to remind everybody to come celebrate tonight with the athletes. An event sponsor. The Masters champions are crowned at the 2017 awards banquet. Tickets are on sale now. Stop by the administration trailer just behind the pavilion. Purchase your tickets right now, guys. Stop on down. They need to be bought by 2 p.m. today. $45 for adults, $30 for children. Make sure you do that before they sell out. And if you haven't stopped by some of our great sponsor booths today, including the Nautique booth, the GM Marine Engine Technology booth, and PCM booth, and the Chevy booth, make sure you do so. Learn about all the innovation and technology behind the best performing products on the water and on the road. While you're there, make sure you grab some free swag, stuff we all get. Team Nautique's going to be signing autographs today at 1 p.m. Don't miss out on that. Also receive a free t-shirt and enter to win prizes throughout the weekend, including an Apple Watch and a GoPro Sessions. We gave that away yesterday. An exclusive Nautique Yeti tumblers and a Nautique G23 toy remote control boat. Stop over at the Nautique tent for more information on that and to get hooked up with swag and your chance to win. We had some great conversations with the president of the Nautique brand yesterday, the one and only Greg Malone. And we talked about some of the initiatives that Nautique has been doing off the water. You know, in addition to building the world's best towboats, Nautique's been dedicated to making a difference off the water, working with charitable organizations all around the world as a part of the Nautique Cares initiative. The world's best ski boat, the world's best wake boat, and a company that cares. That, my friends, is Nautique. Of course, the boat you're looking at right now, the innovative Ski Nautique 200, available in open or closed bow. It's the ultimate 3-event tournament ski boat, and you guys can learn more about that and all the other Nautique models over at the Nautique tent or online at nautique.com. 22 world records since its debut. It's the simple choice, the Ski Nautique 200. And I'll remind you guys to continue posting through social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Tag Nautique Boat Company at Nautique Boats. Hashtag Nautique, Nautique Boats. Hashtag Nautique Masters. Hashtag Ski 200. All right, well, we've got our men's trick final coming up next. We've got 4 athletes getting set to battle it out here for the top names in trick ski action. Coming up here, Martin Coleman punching his ticket into this final round of action with a very, very amazing ride. Yesterday, one of the first trickers off the dock. Pierre BALLON, a past Masters champion, defending Masters champion, Alexei Zarnasek, and of course, past world trick ski champion, Adam Picos. We're setting up for quite a heavy trick final here. Of course, the dark horse in that crew, Martin Coleman, a well-decorated collegiate skier. Competed here at the Masters before, but making his way into this final, man, the main stage, the main event. What can we expect to see, Tyler?
Well, you know, Martin, I had the opportunity to catch up with him after the event. Super pumped up that he's in the final round, no question about it. And he's one of those promising skiers that we've been announcing for a long time in the junior ranks, making his way here on Sunday. Martin Coleman is going to get things started off, but take a look at the names. You know, Pierre BALLON, former champ here, Alexei Zornicek, and then your top seed, world champ Adam Picos. I mean, anything can happen, and I'm going to say it right now, Dana. It's going to take probably over 11,000 points here this morning to take the title. So these are going to be some big runs, and Martin Coleman is going to get us started. So as he hops into the water and he gets ready, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Martin Coleman.
Martin Coleman on the slalom ski, running into 2 buoys at 41 off, jumping over 63 meters, and he has the capabilities of scoring over 11,500 points with a personal best of 11.6. In 2016, Martin took 5th place in the trick division here at the U.S. Masters. He's an overall skier. He's an overall collegiate champion, and Martin Coleman in his first Masters final. Representing for the Czech Republic, his good pals Daniel Advarko, and of course the sledgehammer Adam Selmar pulling for him right here in this final. Big shout out to those guys watching us through the webcast, or hopefully in the crowd right now. But as he sets up for his toe pass, guys, not your traditional trick ski body style, but let's see what he can do.
Here we go, your first skier out in the men final here, Martin Coleman. First 20-second pass here, toe 7 front to front into these toe wake back-to-backs. Now it all builds up to these toe steps at the very end. Martin Coleman in and out of the rope. Now going to the outside. There's the toe step, line maneuver into toe step back, turns front to toe step 5. Beautifully performed into toe step back to back into the reverse. So we go 540 to 360 in the reverse direction, all doing it over the line. You got to put that in perspective, Dano. Not only is his foot in the tow harness being pulled by the boat, somehow has the power to pull through that leg and advance that ski over the top of the rope while completing revolutions in a 300 and a 540-degree spin.
Man, watching Martin Coleman out there, I don't know how this guy is capable of doing what he's doing out there. You know, he's not a little man out on the water, and the fact that he can move his body so quickly and so elegantly out there, you got to hand it to him. Martin looking good, looking tough, and really excited because when it comes to the hand tricks, he is a powerhouse on the water there. Of course, spending so much time up there at Corey Pico Ski School. And, you know, you have any time to spend with Corey, obviously that's going to help excel what you do out there on the water, especially when that's a trick ski. 24 years old. The guy has been competing for 2 decades. I don't think nerves are a thing, whether it's the Masters or not here for Martin Coleman. He's out here to perform, do what he does. Last year, setting a score of 9,990 points. He is well on his way there right now after that first toe pass, Tyler.
And he's changing out his equipment on the far end of the lake, and it looks like fellow countryman from the Czech Republic, Daniel Advarko, in the boat. So feeling right at home. Martin Coleman trying to set the pace here in this trick event. Looking back yesterday, Martin Coleman scored 10,480 points, but our top-seeded skier, Adam Picos, with that score of 11,507 points. Martin Coleman somewhere needs to find about 1,000 more points, and that can be done with flips, ski lines. There's many different programs that Martin Coleman can do to make up some ground, to put some pressure on the dock. Here he comes back on pass number 2. Let's see what Coleman has in store for us behind that Nautique 200, starting outside the wake. And here comes Martin back out of course into Mo back-to-back, really quick into the reverse, turns front. There's another front flip we've seen from him yesterday. Oh, and just going down too close there. But ladies and gentlemen, from the Czech Republic, give it up for Martin KOLMAN. And Daniel, you'll see it in the replay right there. So important that you only get 20 seconds to stay close to the wake during those flips. Martin tried to throw a flip right next to the wake. I mean, it literally almost had 6 to 12 inches to cut in, just decided to go over the top anyway and goes down. But a tremendous gutsy performance from Martin KOLMAN here in this final. That brings up the next 3 seeds.
All right, we're gonna get the skiers on the water, guys. I want to remind you tonight, for those of you not joining us at the banquet, the competition's over. Ton of fun still going to be happening here on site over on the East Beach, the Kids Zone, Aqua Island, paddle boats, all open until 7 p.m. From then on, guys, we got a DJ, we got live music. The Rad Tads are going to be in the house tonight all the way till, I don't know, till the party ends, I guess. Don't forget about the zip line. That's right, Treetop Adventure here at Callaway Gardens. Go over to the Discovery Center, find out more online at CallawayGardens.com. I'm going to have Pam Bauer from Callaway here with me in the announcer's tower a little bit later to talk all about that. But right now, let's get on with our next skier of the heat. He comes to us from Laval, France, doing it for Reflex Water Skis and Master Line. He is a past U.S. Masters two-time trick ski champion. This is Pierre BALLON.
Pierre yesterday with a score of 10,710 points. You're right, Dano. Two-time past Masters champ. Pierre making his way to Robin Lake here in 2017. In a different position, you know, we've seen him as the top seed before, here second off the dock, but this could be a good position here for Pierre because he needs to throw up a big score to put the pressure on some of these remaining programs from Alexei and Adam.
Absolutely. Well, Pierre's been there. He's got the tricks. And what's so cool about these next 3 skiers, of course, and we talked a little bit about it yesterday, is how different their styles and trick sets are out there on the water. Pierre, of course, known for his toe trick styling out there on the water, but his hand tricks are absolutely unbelievable as well. Scoring into the 12,000s, this guy is well capable of taking home another U.S. Masters Championship. Started 2017 with a second-place finish at the Nautique Mumba Masters. Let's see what he can do right here, Tyler.
Look at the opening of this program, so unique. Going to start off with surface toe wrap-in into toe 5 back, toe wake back-to-back into the reverse. There's the toe back-to-back series. Now he's going to go into toe 5 front, toe wake, big toe step there, 360 degrees into 180, toe step front into toe step 5 inside out, toe step back to back, and there's the reverse. I love the reverse toe step back to back, and every time he does it, the pavilion goes wild because he's running out of time at the very end, and he just throws his body there, Dano. Excellent, excellent performance. Take a look at replay. That toe wrap-in start so unique to Pierre's program, and he is just motoring down the lake at this point. And really these, you know, doing a toe step 5 here that we see from the inside out direction right there, and then the toe step back to back and running out of time just wings it over the weight.
And right there, you know, that is like almost a signature. They almost need to make a name for that trick right there. Almost a signature for Pierre there. You know, I mentioned this yesterday, and I'll say it again. When I get to see Pierre ski, you know, I don't even know if doing flips with your toe in a harness is a thing on a trick ski, but if there was a guy to be able to do a flip on a trick ski with his toe in the harness, I think Pierre BALLON would be that guy.
Well, the intensity that he just drops that edge into the bottom of the wake for that toe back-to-back. I mean, no room for error on that one. I mean, the pin person in the boat has to be on their toes, stand up 20-second pass. So that's going to be right up there with some of the top scores from the semifinal round with the toe hold, changing the equipment out on the other end, going to be ready for that handle run. And if you're tuning in on the webcast, I'm getting some shout outs from the Lakes of Katy down in Texas. Kelvin, thanks so much for giving a shout out to Dano and myself. We'll be bringing the action all weekend long. And go ahead and share that link and post it on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever whatever you fancy for your social media.
Yeah, you got, if you're a skier or a wakeboarder, you probably have tons of friends who are skiers or wakeboarders, so share with them. Let them know. We're going to be on for at least the next 5 to 6 hours here, of course. Tonight, we've got the awards banquet. I want to invite everybody out to $45 for adults, $30 for children. Stop over at the officials trailer to pick those tickets up. You must purchase before 2 p.m. So we got Pierre BALLON in the water right now. This is going to be his hand pass. So as the throttles go down, Pierre gets set to come down the line behind the Nautique 200, the industry leading, of course, when it comes to water ski action. Guys, record-breaking ski Nautique 200. Over 22 world records since the debut of this boat. Well, let's see what Pierre BALLON can do for us right now as he sets up for trick pass number 2, the second skier off the dock here today into the reverse position, going inverted, going back to back, reverse back to back, Mobes, right back to back into a front flip right there. Pierre going roll to revert, then back to regular hillside roll to revert. In that reverse position, going line over 540, then back over, another line over in the opposite direction. Nice spin right there, 540, into a front to front Mobes, and back to back. 360s down there at the end. Pierre BALLON, holy smokes, what a run, and the only guy doing that front-to-front mob.
Great run there for Pierre, and he nailed it yesterday, and that front-to-front mob, so difficult, but to leave that to your last trick when the fatigue starts to set in, Pierre performs it better than anyone in the business. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Pierre BALLON.
All right, well, as we await for scores to post, guys, I want to remind you our friends from Barefoot International and Fat Sack Manufacturing are in the house and a proud sponsor of the Masters here today. That's right, guys. Barefoot International and Fat Sack Manufacturing have been the premier ballast bag company in the marine industry since the birth of wakeboarding. Fat Sacks are proud to be crafted in Milwaukee, where everything is custom manufactured in-house. Check out their website, fatsac.com, and follow them at Fly High Wake on all their social media channels to see the latest and greatest. Good luck to all skiers and riders, and remember, if you want value, call Barefoot International and Fat Sack Manufacturing. In fact, I've done that before, and I talked to Mike Seipel.
Nice, Dano.
That's right. All right, guys, well, coming up next, our next skier, he comes in rocking that red bib, third off the dock, doing it for Masterline Quantum Skis, the crew at Performance Ski and Surf, Bill Porter and the gang watching right now live on Webcast, Eagle, To You Snacks, FM Sports, Endo Board, and Nautique Boats. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a 2016 Moomba Masters U.S. Open and defending U.S. Masters champion, your current trick ski world record holder, Alexei Zarnicek.
Shake like you know you got nothing to lose. Make it move. Girl, you know
International athlete, now calling Winter Garden, Florida hometown. I don't know what it is about Winter Garden, but that's where all the trick skiers seem to be living these days. But Alexei, not only one of the most decorated trick skiers of all time, but this guy also has some tricks in his set that nobody else is doing and nobody else is going to be doing, at least out here this year. Alexei, a very, very explosive skier, so focused. You know, a lot of these skiers focus on other events. This is his specialty. He is a technician. This is what he does. He is a trick skier. He is the trick skier. He's going to start off with his hand pass, guys. This is going to get technical. Tyler's going to walk you through it.
All right. Expect anything and everything from Zorn. Zornicek here on his handle pass. Back out of course. There's the Mo back-to-back into reverse. Stomps that one. Front flip. Big front flip there. Half twist. Turns front. Now goes reverse. Now watch this one. Over the line right there. And he goes, and he is motoring with some ski line 5s into the front and back direction. Ski line O into ski line back-to-back. Turns front into Alexei. You know, on a couple of those flips, Dano, he got caught on the high side of the wake, but was able to maintain the rhythm. So important that he got all those tricks in with a score like we're going to see from Pierre BALLON. But great balance, poise out there. The 37-year-old defending champ getting it done. Pierre BALLON scored 10,750 points. As we walk through replay, see right on the top of the wake right there. Had to regain his balance just a little bit, but there's the big one right here. Edging in backwards, and you see him throw his body over the rope at the very last minute. Basically a ski line back-to-back with a flip in the middle of it. And then, of course, the big ski line 5s. Zornicek getting it done. Now, Dano, Alexei, obviously the world record holder with those flips in that handle run, but we've got to pay special attention to this toe run because he is so technical out there on that toe ski, has been known to even invent and create new tricks over the years.
Well, and that's something that I was going to say here. You know, watching what he does, watching what he throws down in competition, you got to wonder what this guy's doing at home. You know, I can just imagine that he's throwing down tricks, you know, because there's things that you can do on a trick ski that are not in a trick book. Trick ski is not a subjectively judged sport. There is a set group of tricks that you can do, and above and beyond that, you know, as far as competition goes, they're not even in existence, you know? Yes, you can go out there on the river, at the lake, you know, on a Sunday fun day, impress the crowd, get people to clap, maybe gain some exposure through doing some funky, fresh, different stuff on that trick ski. But right here, these guys are keeping it in the book. The only way that these new tricks are being considered for points is if they actually get them okayed by, I believe, the IWWF, and of course those guys are absolute. I mean, who better to pick out if a trick is really a trick than those guys, the International Water Ski and Wakeboard Federation. You know, it's great to have them out here with us this weekend. We've got Alexei in the water right now. He's getting ready to come down the line. This is going to be his toe pass. Just like we saw out of Pierre BALLON, another specialist when it comes to these toe turns. You put these guys head-to-head, neck and neck to each other, and of course, two different trick sets, but at the same time, they can match each other out there. It's all going to come down to this. The second to last skier off the dock, Alexei Zornicek. Back to you, Tyler Boyd.
All right, it's going to be some series of the toe 5 as a surface toe 5 back into toe wake back-to-back. So Alexei right up there on that pass number 1. Can he knock this one down? A toe step line O inside the rope. Here's a toe step 5 back, turns front, now into the other direction without the wrap. Toe step back-to-back into the reverse. Zornicek getting it done here in the finals. So tough to beat this guy because each and every week, you know, he's at an event, seems to knock it down, so consistent, and right there, 2 toe step 5 maneuvers, Dano.
Well, you know, watching Alexei there, you know, a seamless ride, wasting no time trick to trick, but still giving himself so much time to put those tricks together, man. This guy is so focused mentally and physically, guys. Give it up for Nautique athlete Alexei Zornicek. Alexei finishing things up. That means we are down to our final skier, and we're going to get him on the water here in just a moment. Before we do that, I want to remind everybody Rockstar Energy Drink is in the house, and Rockstar Energy Drink's hooking it up with free samples all throughout the day. So get up to the Rockstar bus. Rockstar Energy Drinks designed for those who lead active lifestyles, from athletes to rock stars. Available in over 25 flavors at convenience and grocery outlets in more than 30 countries. Rockstar supports the rock star lifestyle across the globe through action sports, motor sports, and live music. Stop at the bus for a free sample or check them out online at rockstarenergy.com. trickski.com. And now it's time for our next trick ski athlete, the final athlete of the day in this Pro Men's Trick Ski Final. Coming to us from Coral Springs, Florida, doing it for Pico Ski School. D3 skis, end aboard in the red bar. He's a 2015 Pan Am Trick Champion and World Trick Ski Champion. This is Adam Pico! Adam is on it. He's got, in my opinion, the nicest front flip in the game. If trick skiing was subjectively judged on front flips alone, Adam would definitely take the cake. Came out here yesterday, also a technician on the toes, which it looks like he's going to start his runoff on. The Pico's name, synonymous in the world of trick ski, but right there, a score of 12,020 points. Your new leader, Alexei Sarnasek. So Alexei with 12,020 points. Adam, of course, growing up in that Pico's household, doesn't even need to see the scoreboard. He already knows what he needs to do. He's got his run in his mind. He's got Alexei's run in his mind. Let's see what he can put together right here. Back to you, Tyler.
Adam Pico's taken to the water, your top seed here on pass number 1. Now pay special attention to the speed of these tricks in and out of the rope. Here we go with Adam Pico's toe 7 front to front into toe 5 back, toe wake back to back into the reverse, toe back to back series into toe 5 front, toe wake go. Now the toe step lino, skiing inside out, toe step back, holds edge, toe step back to back. Now into the reverse, knocks that one down, toe step 5, Adam Pico's. Wow, Dano. The toe step 5 at the very end after all of that crazy speed right there and rhythm. You know, faster than anyone in the business on the toe ski.
And going high risk, high reward out there as well. You know, Adam Pico's quite possibly setting the biggest toe score of the day so far as we wait for the scores. But as you watch it, I mean, you're definitely seeing some glimpses of his father, Corey, right there in his skiing. But what you're looking at is the Pico's 2.0 version on the water, man. Adam Pico's going through this course, like you said, knocking out those tricks faster than just about anybody else out there. And right there, guys, it almost looked as if he landed, almost may have thought the run was done, saw exactly where he was at, and bam, squeezing in 2 last tricks down at that run. That is going to be a heavy pass for Adam Pico's. Looking forward to seeing that score.
All right, so Adam Pico's at the far end of the lake. Your top seed going to get ready for this handle pass, and not only the speed, but the passion in which Adam skis here. This is the spot he wants to be in to go for a big hand pass. So let's see. You know, is he going to make up ground here on the flips? Is he going to make it on the ski lines, 720s? Only time will tell.
Well, he's riding that D3 hard edge ski out there in the water, and we've got the crew at D3 here with us, D3 Custom Water Skis, celebrating their 15th year designing and producing world record breaking skis. You guys can stop over at the D3 booth. Make sure you chat with one of their factory team representatives to set up a demo and learn why skiers around the globe choose D3 skis.
All right, it looks like Adam is in the water. The line is tight. And here we go. Just want to give a special thanks to all of our judges and also our boat drivers, Les Todd and Will Bush, the finest judges and drivers from around the world here, Dano, as Adam Pico's comes back in for his final run here as the top seed in this men's final competition here at Sunday at the 58th Masters. Let's see what he has. Looks like he's going to start outside the wake, and he does, carries it in. Ski line 5 back into ski line 5 front into ski line O in the back position, ski line back to back. Front flip. Adam Pico's is motoring down the lake now. Half twist, reverse, turns front, gets in a back roll, and there's the Mo back to back. Can he get the last one down? Pico's knocks it down. There's the Iron Fist, Dano. An amazing run from our top seed.
They need to add that trick to the trick book right there. And Adam comes around out of that back wrap, pumps the fist, man. brings me back all the way to the 90s and back into the 80s, man. Adam Picos looking tough, looking strong, keeping that excitement level record high. Ladies and gentlemen, as he comes back to shore, do it once more. Give it up for Adam Picos! Judges' eyes are glued to the screen right now as Adam Picos heads back to shore. Check out this instant replay, that line over 540, then right back in reverse to front line over 5. Adam just linking them up, man. There it is. Look at the front flip. Look at the height. Look at the rotation. There's that roll to revert. The straight toe side back roll back into the reverse position, finishing off the set with back-to-back back mobs. And wow, a couple of back-to-back 360s, like you mentioned, the Iron Fist. Looking tough, looking good. From just watching that right there, what are your thoughts on it, Tyler?
It's going to be close. I mean, Alexei sitting there with 12,020 points. It all comes down to the judges. That first pass score, 4,970 points. So, you know, this is when I'm glad we're up here and we're not judging, Dano.
All right, well, as it sets right now, of course, Martin Coleman on that bubble here in the top 3 positions with Alexei Zarnasek holding the first position. Right behind him, Pierre BALLON. But I think definitely after watching that run, somewhere in the 1 or 2 positions where Adam's going to be as we eagerly await that score. Guys, I want to remind you, O'Brien Water Sports is in the house. Guys, providing fun on the water for the entire family since 1964. Breaking world records, setting the standard, guys. Check out their booth here on site or visit them online at o'brien.com. Check out the entire line of water sports gear. So we got swimmers in the water right now, which means we are going to get a bit of a course change. And coming up next, we've got the O'Brien Junior Men head-to-head slalom final, followed up by pro women and pro men slalom finals, and then the big dog head-to-head slalom final. And from there, we're going to get funky, fresh, weird, and start standing sideways. Kicking off with the wake skate division. From there, pro women wakeboard and pro men wakeboard finals. And then we cap off our day with the pro women, pro men jumpers. Of course, tonight we're going to be over at the awards ceremony. Want to invite you guys out there. Join us at the awards banquet. Tickets are on sale now. Stop at the administration trailer just behind the pavilion to purchase your tickets. $45 for adults, $30 for children. You better get them before 2 o'clock. You better just head up there right now. Otherwise, they're going to be selling out. At 1 p.m., we got an autograph signing at the Nautique tent. Also, stop over there and enter to win prizes. They're giving away Nautique Yeti tumblers, G23 remote control boats, and today we give away an Apple Watch over at the Nautique tent. Another great way to win, of course. Post photos of something Nautique here on site, hashtag Nautique Masters. Don't forget to tag your favorite boat brand, Nautique Boats, at Nautique Boats in all of those social posts, and of course we'll appreciate all of that. Guys, stop down at the HO and Hyperlight tent, courtesy of our friends at Ambush Boardco and at buywake.com. They've got some great incentives to buy this weekend. While you're down there, right behind them, the crew from Roswell is here. Roswell with some of the greatest accessories in the game. Be sure to check out their booth right across from them. SeaDeck Marina Products, SeaDeck guys, of course, the leaders in, of course, that EVA foam padding, custom non-skid products, comfortable, durable, and stylish. Check them out online at SeaDeck.com. Now, if you guys aren't here with us at the Masters, and maybe you're looking to get some custom SeaDeck in your boat, maybe a swim platform, maybe on the bow of your boat, maybe you want to do something inside your boat, well, SeaDeck has got SeaDeck certified fabricators and installers nationwide, worldwide. Go to SeaDeck.com, click the custom button on their website, and find the closest installer to you. They'll get you guys set up. We've done some really cool stuff down with the guys at the World Barefoot Center. If you guys check those guys out, we just sea-decked out one of their boats. We did one of Brian Grubb's two of Brian Grubb's paddle boards. We got some big stuff coming up with SeaDeck. Get over to the booth for a free t-shirt or a sample from those guys. Also, Diamondback America is into the house, and big ups to them this morning, presenting the Sergeant Sean with that amazing AR-15, man. What a cool morning it was. Those guys from Diamondback America do some amazing stuff for the Nautique boat brand. Go over there, check it out, find out more. We're going to be back at it here just a few moments, guys. I'm Dano the Mano, the noise of the North, rocking that golden mic. I got Tyler Hoyt right over here. We got Slalom coming up next. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and then we'll be back from the 58th Masters presented by GM Marine Engine Technology. All right, guys, well, I got some special guests joining me up here in the announcers area. From PCM, Mark McKinney, we got Patrick from GM Marine Technologies. You know I'm not even gonna go for it, Patrick. Grab that microphone right over there, Mark, if you don't mind. And great to have you back here. We're gonna squeeze over a little bit so everybody out here in Webland can check out all of our great looking faces. Mark, good morning to you. How you doing today, sir?
Hey, great, Dano. Really having a good time.
Man, when was the last time you and I caught up? I'm trying to, I know we do a lot of events together. It wasn't here at the Master. We were at the Nautique Factory, I think it was.
Nautique Factory, actually, that's correct. Enjoyed your company there. You do a great job. Good to see you today.
Yeah, great to see you. And I know that you guys have been super busy. You've been hanging out down in the GM Lounge with the crew at PCM Engines all weekend long. So tell me, what's been going on down there with you guys?
We're having a lot of fun, of course. What a great event, and General Motors, the support we get from them is fabulous. Patrick, the director of GM Powertrain, has brought his management team with him down here. We're so fortunate to have them here at the Masters with us. Again, the support that they give us, the site that they've helped us create, fabulous time.
So GM Marine Engine Technology, PCM, Nautique Boats, the partnership there. I mean, you guys have obviously been working on this for quite some time, but can you touch on that a little bit?
Oh, absolutely. Pleasure Craft Engine Group and GM, we've been together for over 41 years. We've been exclusively using GM for around 15 years. It's fun to talk about General Motors. You go up to their end of the world. They've got the largest development center in the world. There's over 4,000 engineers that show up there every day at their facility. That's where these engines we've chose are designed and validated, and it's such a great feeling to go up there and see all that technology and know that's the engine of choice that PCM's chosen.
Well, absolutely. And looking at the action that's been happening on the water across the board from the water ski side of things, you look at the amount of pull that these athletes are putting on the boats when it comes to slalom and when it comes to jump. And in years past, you'd always go to notice, we never really mention it, and 10 years ago or so, the skiers would be pulling those boats around, but now the level, the engines, man, the power behind it is so amazing. Can you talk a little bit of some of the new technology?
Yeah, absolutely. The power, of course, the bar, we just keep raising the bar and raising the bar, looking for the right partners that can help us achieve where we're trying to take the sport and the power needed to propel these athletes. So today we're using the direct injection engines. The direct injection engine allows you to take a smaller displacement engine and create more horsepower and more torque and do it with less fuel. It's just incredible technology.
So obviously, with the level of engines and the technology, we're continuing to see the athletes putting out better and better performances. I got to ask you, I mean, it seems like we are at the pinnacle right now, at the top of the mountain, but every time we think that, it seems like something else new comes out. So can you tell me, is there anything that you guys are working on behind the doors?
Well, you know, today the DI engines, the direct injection, the H5 and H6 engines, that's brand new. This is our second year here at the Masters with it. So we're having a lot of fun with that. That product's going to be around for a long time. We're very fortunate that we're going to be able to have that technology. But of course, there's things up and coming, and Patrick here and I are talking about those opportunities and looking forward to that, and again, taking it to a whole nother level.
All right, so Mark, how many Masters is this for you?
26.
26 Masters, and what's like your fondest Masters memory?
You know, being here, being part of it, it's just such a thrill. And then of course, my family and my children and the time that they spend here and interacting with all the friends, it's just a wonderful time.
Well, it's really great to have you here, Mark, and we thank you. Please hang out for a few moments. I'm going to have you hand the microphone over to Patrick so we can chat with him. Before we do that, I want to let the trickers know scores are posted down. And for those of you guys here on site, you just had the opportunity to take a look at that leaderboard, and ends up with Adam Picos in that second spot, with Pierre BALLON taking down the third place finish, and your 2017 U.S. Masters Trick Champion. Give it up, guys, for Alexei Zarnasek. And they go wild out there in the crowd. Patrick, I gotta ask you, dude, it's been a great weekend. I had the opportunity to chat with you Friday morning. What have you been up to since I talked to you last?
Just kind of hanging out with the booth, having the opportunities to meet people that are utilizing the product, talk a little bit more, educate them a little bit more about the engines, reinforce the partnership aspect with PCM and Nautique, and just watching these world-class athletes every once in a while.
Well, it's no secret that, you know, as we heard from Mark moments ago, that the relationship from GM and PCM started over a decade ago. But as it grows, what's it like for you in your position to be a part of this whole family?
This has been fun. It's been great for me to really begin to understand this towboat market more and more. And what's really happened over the last few years, though, is we've really gotten much deeper into the partnership with PCM and Nautique. And I think it's through that partnership is what's going to ultimately result in greater products, ultimately for those people that buy the Nautique boats. And we continue to talk about, as partners, how can we optimize? What can we do, the things that you're talking about? How can we give these athletes just a little bit more? And that's the things that we're talking about between Nautique, between PCM and ourselves, and that's really what partners do.
Now, I've been a GM owner for a long time. I had my Blazer back in the old days, and then I had a Cruise for a while there and loved it, and about to pick up the hatchback Cruise as soon as they're not sold out in my neck of the woods. But you guys have some really great representation here on site. Of course, down to the GM lounge, but up there in the Chevy Experience. So what's going on up there?
Well, that's really, you know, that's the whole basis for our products, and everybody has to understand that full linkage. If you go up into the GM, we got a lot of our trucks up there. And when you begin to talk about world-leading products, our trucks are world-leading. And it's the same powertrains that are in our world-leading trucks are the basis for these towboats. And there's that linkage. There's all the information and all the learnings that we get through these world-class trucks translates back down into our engines, and in turn, we apply that. We take that knowledge to our friends at PCM and our friends at Nautique to optimize these systems. And so it really is taking that truck engine, high-performance engines, and applying them into the sport.
Well, obviously, the automotive business is so big and so broad, and it's so easy to find out all the information about, you know, GM and Chevy, and also all the testing that goes into the automobiles that you guys produce. But how much is going into the marine side of things?
Well, on the marine side, that is one of the unique aspects associated with GM Marine Technology. We have a dedicated organization. We have our own fleet of boats. We're running boats constantly there in Michigan. We have a facility also down in Florida that we run boats during the winter months. So even though we're a northern-based country, that portion of the country that has the ice and the snow, we have a facility down in Florida that we utilize. So we have a dedicated organization, unlike a lot of other people, and through that dedicated organization, we're able to test advanced products with our partners at PCM, with our partners at Nautique.
Well, you make a really good point right there, because I grew up actually water skiing up in Wisconsin, and yeah, we get about 3 nice warm months, but it's really, really chilly most of the year. That's the reason I moved down to Florida, where it's really hot about 13 months of the year, okay? I gotta ask you, the technology of these engines, how does it differ from the different climates, and how do you guys deal with that?
Well, that's really it. From a hardware perspective, the engines are identical, and it's really, that's why as you move to these advanced electronics, that is where it really comes to play. And it's with our partnerships at PCM. PCM is responsible for the final calibration associated with the products. And they're the ones that are able to adapt products from the cold weather. But the other element is from the low level. You know, you got the flat states of Florida all the way out to Colorado and Arizona, where people are skiing out there, and the altitudes associated with that. Those compensations are made through the calibration done by our partners at PCM.
Well, really cool, and it's starting to get a little technical for me up here, but I know we got a lot of tech heads here in the house, so if anybody wants to come talk to you here today or find out more online, can you give us a little bit of that information?
Sure. If you ever want to reach out to us at GM Marine Technologies, we're on the website there. More than happy to help you out, or you can go in through Mark. Your website is?
www.pcm.com.
All right, well, just that easy. And you guys are going to be hanging out down in the GM booth all day long. You guys doing any giveaways, anything like that?
We got a little bit of swag. We got, particularly as these temperatures go up, we got some cooling towels down there. If you want to stop on by, you can pick those up and keep yourself cool as the sun comes out this afternoon.
All right, well, gentlemen, I want to thank you so much. Mark McKinney from PCM, and of course Patrick K from GM Marine Engine Technologies. Guys, I thank you so much for all you do, and on behalf of myself and the entire Total Water Sports industry, we couldn't do it without you.
Thank you, Dano.
All right, guys, well, I've got another special guest going to be joining me here in just a few moments, Pete Surratt from the O'Brien brand, going to be joining me here to chat a little bit about what we can expect to see on the water here in just a few moments, guys. We've got the O'Brien Junior Men's Head-to-Head Challenge coming up next out here on the water. It is going to be Ryan Canaput, the Junior Men Champion, Louis Fribourg from France, battling it out there behind that Ski Nautique 200. And we are getting set. It is going to be a big one here out at Callaway Gardens, folks. Rocking out. We got folks watching from all around the world, live on webcast, masterswaterski.com. I'm going to recommend that you guys go ahead, copy that link, paste that link, and post it all around. Let everybody know that we are here, and you guys should be checking this out. If you're into Total Water Sports, then this is what you want to be watching here and now. All right, we've got a special guest with us up here in the announcer's tower. Whoa, look at that camera. Pete Surratt, what's happening, sir?
Hey, Dano, how are you? Good to see you again today on Sunday here at the Masters.
That's right, man. Wow, another, how many Sundays is this for you now?
A boatload.
A whole
A boatload.
boatload of Sundays. So you're hanging out over there in the O'Brien tent. I've seen a lot of folks walking through. What's new at O'Brien, and how are the people feeling about it?
Oh, we're having a ball down there on the beach. I tell you what, it's been a great weekend. The weather's cooperated, and yeah, they're down there. Everybody's been in a shopping mood. It's been a great thing, so we appreciate that. And yeah, no, come on down, check out what little is left over there. The tent's getting pretty thin.
Yeah, people have been really enjoying that water carpet from O'Brien. I saw them swimming on that. You guys have got some really great product out there. And traditionally, you know, O'Brien brand is a tradition in water skiing and wakeboarding. O'Brien, since 1964, has been making some of the best when it comes to the equipment that these athletes ride on, both slalom and wakeboard. I want to touch on wakeboard a little bit here before we talk about the slalom side, just because yesterday, O'Brien team rider Corey Tunison came out and put down a phenomenal performance on the water, throwing down some double flips in there, some big spins, 700, 900 spins out there. But you made a special announcement. Can you talk a little bit about that with Corey?
Yeah, well, we're very excited that Corey's been working with our engineering team, and yeah, for 2018, Corey's going to have a new board. and hopefully that helps him step up his game a little bit.
Well, it's going to be hard to step up his game because he is the current reigning and defending world champion, of course, coming into this weekend as the Nautique Moomba Masters champion. But right here, you're sitting down with me so we can talk about the O'Brien head-to-head. We have our first skier on the water right there. So we're going to get back down to it here, but we're going to keep you up here with us, Pete.
All right, it looks like Ryan Canepa. Now, Ryan had some great runs in the junior round, running through that 38 off loop.